There's no rules. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point.
I have another one of these in my car. Remind me and I'll give it to you.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're like the queen of fidgets. Fidget toys and fidget spinners. Okay.
That definitely should not go on the internet because there's so many people that probably claim that title and
Oh, yeah,
probably
yeah.
get like aggressive.
Whatever. Come for me. That just means more views.
Right?
Okay. Melanie.
Legal name.
But you've never liked it?
My mom never called me Melanie growing up.
Okay.
So I've honestly kind of forgotten it's my name.
Okay.
My baby book growing up said Lanie discovered her hands.
This is Lanie, by the way.
But no, I worked with a doctor who tried to jokingly call me Melanie, and I thought he was referring to one of his patients, so I didn't respond.
So I didn't do any work.
No.
That's not my name, sir. Please don't call me that.
Not as bad as the time a manager thought I was straight up ignoring him when he was talking to his scribe.
Melanie. You know, what's funny is this has become like kind of a thing. A lot of people on here have different names than their names or like history with their names. And I think it's like really, like your name is so sacred, right?
Yeah.
I love my name. I love that I'm named Laura.
Whenever I find other Melanies, I try and convert them.
Just go by Lanie.
It's so much better. Mel is...
But we love Melanie Griffith. Griffin? No, Griffith. Melanie Griffith.
I think so.
Yeah, whatever.
But Mel makes me think like Mel Gibson.
Well, Mel Gibson's disgusting.
Yeah, so I never liked the nickname Mel growing up.
Okay, well, Mel's gross. We're never going to do Mel. Mel is completely off the list. But Melanie Griffith, you even like look like her with your red curly hair. Anyway, that's fine. Lanie. Hi, Lanie.
Hiya.
I worked with Lanie for a brief time at... Too brief.
But understandable that you...
I know. We all left.
I was only a couple months later.
We were at urgent care. We need more money, honey. The clinics need money, honey. You can't make people work for nothing, honey. That's not fair. And now you're at the hospital with me, but we never see each other.
We're ships in the night.
Your job was cool. I like the idea of your job. It tripped me out when I realized who you were. I was like,
I'm the overhead voice at the hospital.
Yeah. Code bed 11. Code bed 11. That's funny.
That was literally.
So they call you, and then,
night.
But they never even call it anymore, which is crazy.
Overhead?
Yeah. Maybe in the daytime they do, but like with me at night, half the time I'll come there and I'll be like, "Is this a code?" And they hadn't even called it, and it frustrates me.
It frustrates me too because I feel like it gives them more wiggle room to say that position's not needed.
Right. And it's weird because I feel it's needed because if I don't know and I can't get there in time, then someone calls me yelling, "Why aren't you here? Come get this blood." I'm like, girl, announce the code.
Yeah.
So I think it's needed. That's annoying.
Yeah, I think it's a position that should be in the hospital, but...
Well, we're fighting for you guys.
Yeah.
I've signed so many things, honey. I've signed signs, I've signed petitions, I've signed forms. God, this like last month, I feel like I've signed a million things. We're trying to prevent layoffs.
Thanks to the, the big, beautiful bill.
Yeah. Nobody needs health care. We don't need to treat anybody. Just like let's roam in the streets.
Healthcare professionals?
Jeez. That's like what's going to create civil war.
People not paying doctors and nurses.
Well, just people getting like sick and like not being able to. Sometimes I get nervous. Like, this is dark, so turn away. But sometimes I get so like I think about if someone's going to come in with a gun or something like that. Nice. This is Lanie. Are you getting a pill? Yes. Yes, queen.
I'm too short to reach.
Rearrange. Isn't this sick?
It's so cool.
There you go.
It looks perfect.
Oh, yeah. And you could spill, like it's fine. I did Mickey Mouse for you. We're gonna get to that.
I saw.
But okay, so this is dark. I'm gonna say one dark thing and then we'll move on. But sometimes when I'm drawing blood or working, I will look around for 2 seconds. It's only like a 3-second thing, but I'll look around and I'll think, if a shooter comes in here, where will I hide?
My office is perfect for it. Just
Your
come by
office,
me.
if I can get there, because
Sweet.
sometimes I get so afraid because people get so angry. And it's not it's not our fault and it's not their fault. I understand people getting angry, being there for like 6 hours,
100%.
right? But it's also not our fault because we're doing the best we can, right? It's the fault that the population of Santa Cruz has tripled, and yet the ER has not grown one room. That's crazy.
But they're still cutting staff.
But they're still cutting staff. This is not a technical difficulty. This is not a technical... Dude, it infuriates me. Because it's just like, bro, I don't get it. Like, if it's about money, you'll make more money. Just build like a second...
Have the CEO give up 1 day of pay.
1 day. Bro makes gigantinormous amount of money. It's 3 figures a month. A month!
At one point,
Bro can buy a house every single month of the year.
At one point, I divided the CEO's income by the amount of employees that Common Spirit has. And if he gave up his pay for a year, between all of those employees, each employee would get over $1,000. He makes over 1,000 times the amount of employees he has in dollars when he's just mostly sitting there.
Mostly sitting there.
When the people who are on their feet at the hospital are working easily 5-10 times more.
Oh, easily.
That's like, including EVS, our cleaning crew. Like, they're working so much harder.
So hard. Glad you're here, Lanie.
Glad to be here.
Glad you're here. We were so close to just being like, nah. Because I was tired too. I have sunglasses on just because I'm so tired today.
The Strawberry Festival is also going on in Watsonville, so there's a little extra traffic for me getting here.
Thank you. But hit it on the way back.
Dude, I love strawberries.
And it's like fun. I think the Strawberry Festival in Watsonville is hella cute. It's like cute. It feels very like, it feels like safe and like family-ish. And like strawberries are just the cutest.
And downtown Watsonville is pretty cute.
Yeah, and warm. And it feels like you're just in like a little Mexico with strawberries everywhere.
Strawberries.
Yeah, it was like a little strawberry ride with strawberry shirts. I mean, that's hella cute. Strawberries are a vibe. Strawberries and pineapple. Why do we love fruit so much? Why is fruit cute? Why do we think fruit is cute? Yeah. Why do we think...
especially like pineapple. Why is pineapple cute when it's just prickly and weird?
Yes.
The way it grows from the bottom on a stem.
But we think it's cute.
Because it is.
But it is cute. But why? That's weird.
Super acidic, but it's cute.
There's got to be some kind of like scientific thing. Alexa, why do we think fruit is cute?
From Quora.com. The reason why we find them so cute is probably because they smell so good and they look so innocent because nothing in the world has tarnished them yet.
That's not true. We tarnish vegetables so much. Like, look at what strawberries and watermelons started out
that
as.
That was like a personal opinion.
That was definitely something.
Y'all, AI is
getting more opinions.
AI is growing because that was a personal opinion. That in no way was factual.
It's like when I tried to look up how the car worked for the windshield, apparently somehow can sense how much rain is on there. And I tried to Google it. I tried to put in, how does my car know? And Google was like, your car does not know anything. Had no in quotes. And I was like, okay, I understand my car is not sentient.
Yes.
But you're not answering my question.
Yes.
I still want to know.
Was she jealous? Like, your car doesn't know anything, honey. I know everything. Ask me.
Honestly, I think my car knows more than I do.
Oof. What kind of car do you have?
I have a 2021 RAV4 Prime. Okay. So a plug-in hybrid.
My bad. Excuse me.
Whenever
Wait, is that
on a
new?
road trip,
Is that new?
After the Paro levee broke, my previous RAV4 went swimming with me in it. So I've had my Prime for 3 years.
Wait, tell us more. Were you
Um,
driving?
Yeah.
What's happening? What
Let me
happened?
go grab my phone and I can show you a picture of the flooded view.
No,
No.
send it to me and we'll post it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was driving home on back roads because the highway was closed because it was flooded.
Right.
And I thought I was going
Like the 152 or something? Or like straight up back roads?
one was flooded.
Okay, one was flooded, so you went that back way.
Back way on the side towards
Because you're
the
in
ocean.
don't say where you live, but you're like Salinas County that way.
Monterey
right?
County, yeah.
Monterey County. Okay.
I'm right by a bunch of field lands.
And we're Santa Cruz County, and that's where we worked, so that's where she's trying to get.
I thought that I was going towards the middle of the 2 lanes. I hadn't realized that the other lane had 2/3 washed away already because there was about maybe 2 to 3 inches of water.
Mm.
And it had been raining for
days
and days at that point. So the water wasn't clear. And it apparently only takes about 2 inches of water to move the vehicle.
Oh my God.
And I'm going one direction, and all of a sudden my vehicle just kind of dips a little and then starts rotating. And I do about 170 degrees, and my car is like mostly underwater at this point. Like my windows, they're still above the water line, but like I was on my way home from work. I was wearing scrubs and I was so upset because I'm like, there's no way to save this. There's no getting this out. The engine is underwater.
Yep.
And this off-duty police officer was like 3 cars behind me.
He got lucky.
He got in the water to get me out of there.
Ugh.
But he thought I was going into shock. And I was like, no.
You're like,
I got this vehicle when it had 18 miles on it. I'm like, I'm just really upset. This was the first vehicle I'd gotten by myself. Like I went through the whole process of it by myself. It was like shortly because I got the last RAV4 like within a year after my dad died. And he was the one who had helped me get the only vehicle I had before it, which I had gotten from Hertz rental car. They sell them after like 2 years.
Smart. I had a granite car before.
Nice.
I had a granite truck. Yeah. Okay. And so that's so dangerous. I know so many people have died because they fall into the ditches.
Yeah, it was like
because in agriculture, there's a lot of ditches on the side,
especially in, like closer to the ocean for I think like water runoff to make sure that it doesn't flood the field lands.
And people have flipped and gone into the ditch, or just literally gone off the road. Especially Salinas over there, like that long road. People would just go off and go into that ditch all the time. And if it was flooded or whatever, they couldn't get out. Oh my God, it makes me sick. You got so lucky.
I did. And then insurance was super easy dealing with it. They wanted me to have an adjuster go out there. I'm like, well, the roads are all flooded and closed. And they're like, well, can you get out there? I'm like, my brother does have a 4-wheel drive truck. Like, he can get me out there. I have a picture, though. And he's like, okay, just text it to this number. And so I sent it, and I'll send you the picture. And he's like, that's total.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. And I know that, like, insurance adjusters probably get so much grief from people. So I'm like, I'm just going to be nice to this person.
Yeah.
And he told me, he's like, this is in the top 5, like, strangest situations, but you're easily the nicest person that I've ever dealt with.
I love that.
And
I'll get you a long way.
Honestly, I got my refund for the vehicle within probably like a day. And then I got my new one. I was able to put the money down for the down payment on it within 36 hours of losing the one before.
And it was basically just your same car, but like better.
One model year newer, and then I went from a hybrid to a plug-in hybrid. So much better gas mileage for our road trips.
How long are you driving before you got a plug-in?
Luckily, since it isn't just a plug-in, it is a plug-in hybrid. It is gas as well.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm just going electric, it's only about a 40-mile range, which is enough to get me to work and back.
Save gas if you need it.
Oh, yeah. My car claims that it has like a 70-mile range because most of it's just electric. But with a full tank and full charge, it's about a little under 500-mile range.
Okay.
Can get me to Disneyland.
We have come to Disneyland. At this point of the ride, please keep your hands inside the vehicle. We will now enter the park. Lanie loves Disneyland.
Lanie loves Disneyland.
How many times have you gone?
Ooh. This year, at least 5.
That's crazy.
This decade, probably at least like 30 in the 2020s. I did work there in 2013. So in 2013 alone, I went easily like
A million
200
times.
times.
Yeah.
I went on rides during my lunch breaks. I would meet up with friends after my shift. I was at the parks basically 8 days a week.
Lanie is Disneyland. Okay, so I don't really fuck with Disney too much, but that's just because I just don't know why all the moms had to die. Like, it was always
You had a slightly better childhood, maybe?
No.
Oh, no.
Absolutely not. No. I mean,
no,
I think it was a little too close to home. Like, It was like a little bit like evil step parents and like fighting for your life. No, I didn't understand why what the message signaling was
with all the dead parents.
Yeah, or just like, I get it, like, but why every single one? You know what I mean? Like, why aren't we
about 1% that still have 2 live parents?
Yeah, like, why are we like? So, anyways, that was always kind of a little bit weird to me. Plus, I just like, I don't care about the princess story, or like that he's gonna save you, just all the bitter women stuff. That's me. That's me.
Growing up, my favorite was Peter Pan, and
me too. I love Peter Pan, though.
My goal was to be Peter Pan. I was 100%. Just like, however I can arrange this so I don't have to grow up.
Yeah.
Like 100% down. Like I height-wise, I stopped growing. Like I got that one down. But, unfortunately, still aging. Never got to go to Neverland.
But like, we're not aging, maybe just like in their terms. But Peter Pan was always my favorite. I remember one time I did dress up as Peter Pan, and they had always cut my hair short when I was little. And I was so bullied. It was like the worst day of my life.
Oh, no.
It was the worst day of my life. I was so amped because I was a fucking child. I was probably like 8. And I was like, I'm going to be Peter Pan. This is going to be epic.
An adult and I dressed up as Peter Pan.
But see, then I could have taken it, then it's like fair. But they were so mean to me. I misjudged that I was in the hood, and that was not a good idea. And I was tormented for a whole day, and I wanted to die. Maybe that's when it began. But I've always loved Disneyland. I've only gone like 3 times in my life, but
let's go. I'll be a personal tour guide for you.
I will go right now. It feels like magic.
It's so fun.
It feels like magic, like for real though. Like,
honestly, part of the reason I love it is just for the vibes.
Yeah.
The vibes alone, the amount of effort that Walt put into it. And I am 100% in the boat that he was autistic. Like, nobody can tell me otherwise.
Sure.
With the fact that he has trains everywhere. The rideable mini train he had at his house.
Yes.
And the fact that, from what I heard, the trash cans in Disneyland facing.
Yes.
He was at, I think it was like Griffith Park or something, and he would follow people who had trash and see how long they would hold on to it before they would drop it. And that's how far apart the garbage cans are spaced.
And
that, or it's the time it takes to eat a hot dog.
That's fucking genius. I just love it. So this is the part, I think, where I thoroughly liked Walt Disney, though. Like, he was kind of a weird, bad person as well. But
I mean, he had a kind of horrible childhood.
Yeah.
Well, he argues it wasn't horrible.
Okay, but yeah, he was probably, because he was autistic, he didn't think it was horrible. But I think he was just like a great businessman, even though he did get bankrupt 12 times. Like, he
left him for president.
He was an entrepreneurial genius, but like, I was gonna go straight to the trash cans. He made his trash cans. When you throw trash away at Disneyland, it makes a noise that's very loud. And he did that because he wanted people to be conscious of where the trash cans were and always be able to hear them. So they would always be signaling in their mind, oh, there's trash there, and use the trash cans. And that is exact. And then you brought up trash cans. So I'm so happy because those kind of things about him were so fascinating to me which made me appreciate Disneyland even more. So although I wasn't a huge like Disney fan, and I mean, okay, obviously I watched Little Mermaid 367 times, bro. Obviously,
with the dead mother.
yes, with a dead mom. Obviously, I seen Peter Pan more times than I can ever count. Obviously, Fox and the Hound was the first movie that ever made me cry. Obviously, I still get down on bed knobs and broomsticks because it's fucking weird.
I just watched
Obviously,
that for the first time
it's
within the last week.
I love me some Angela Lansbury. I can't. So obviously, I've seen every Disney movie in the world multiple times. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. Just as an adult, I didn't really want to push that on like my kids. I was never going to be like, okay, we're all about the Disney movies. And I also just didn't like how like they make kids want to buy like all the shit. But that's just consumer. That's everything everywhere all the time. So it's not specific to Disney. It was just with little girls, I wanted to be careful of them wanting to be fucking princesses. That's it. That was my beef.
For sure.
And that's
They
fair.
also gave me unrealistic hair expectations.
Especially because you have like curly ass hair.
Yeah, when it's wet, it does not exist. It's
Oh
not
my
like
God.
Ariel.
Can
just
you
flipping.
imagine?
Oh gosh, I'd be so heavy though.
Ugh, I don't even have any hair, you guys. I've been growing my hair and it's nothing still. This time next year, though, bitches, watch out. It's going to be long.
Like I can make mine look
Oh,
like
look
there's.
at you.
I
Look,
can make it look
yeah.
like there's a lot of it, but
Well, don't do that.
look at how sad it is.
No,
I worked at a daycare
bro,
once and
mine's
had
sadder.
a girl be like, "Can I braid your hair?" And I was like, "Sure." And she was braiding it and she's like, "Wow, it's really thin. It looked a lot thicker." And you know, like she was
But
like
it's good.
12 and she
Yeah.
didn't mean it in any like bad way, but I was just kind of like, "Yeah, I know.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
The hair that I have."
What's your favorite ride at Disneyland?
Probably Haunted Mansion.
It's scary.
Oh, so scary. It's just one of those rides that has a lot of detail.
Mhm.
I've only ever been to Disneyland, which is wild as somebody
Same.
who loves Disney.
Yeah.
I do really want to go on it in the more like foreign parks because there's Mystic Manor.
If we can get to Japan Disneyland, I'm dead.
Dude, there are ways to do it cheaper than going to California Disneyland. Easily cheaper than going to Disney World.
You know about the airline, right? Don't talk about it, but there's an airline that goes, and as long as you don't have any check-in and just take like one backpack, it's basically like a business line. I'll tell you off air.
Okay, sounds good.
We can't blow it up. Sorry, I'm a gatekeep that. I'm a gatekeep. But and you can get to Japan for like round trip like $400.
Disney Tokyo Sea, day pass is less than 60 USD.
What? Like do it.
And Japan
Is that just
has
because
way better merch because US companies can't own soil, so it's not just Disney, it's a partnership.
Okay, what are we doing, guy? I want to go to the
I don't have a
Sanrio
passport
one.
yet, so
I don't either. Okay, so this is a whole thing too.
we'll hold hands and get
Okay,
passports
yes.
together.
So Jennifer came on here. She was my childhood friend. I hadn't seen her for like 10 years or something. I've known her since I was like 7 years old. She came on and we were talking about how like being super young moms and living our lives, we just never had a passport. I had to work, bro. Like I wasn't even, I don't have time to go anywhere. So this year I'm getting my passport. Get your passport.
Okay.
I'm about to make a bitches from the Bay, bitches outside, girls with passports. I'm about to make a club. If you don't have your passport, only for the people who don't have passports yet, get them this year. And I'm about to make a straight up, you know what? If you're a guy, you're allowed to too. I don't know if I know you. If you're like a guy that I don't know, you're probably creepy. But get your passport this year if it's brand new. And we need to do just like a full ass trip, but like a sick one to like India or something. But like somewhere I want to go that I would like to go with a group.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Give us
Alexa,
money.
you need to mind your business. Thank you.
Like, I don't think you were included.
She's getting Okay,
Sassy.
she's getting
Do
sassy
you remember
and
the movie
also
Smart
alive.
House?
Yes, with Peggy.
Was that no?
Yeah, it was.
With the robot?
Yeah, she was Peggy. She's the mom from Married with Children.
But her name in that movie's not Peggy.
No, it's not Peggy.
Yeah, it's something
And it's
shorter.
and her real
It's
name
Hal,
is
right? Or
yeah.
something like that.
I think is it Hal?
I think it might.
I don't remember her
know.
name. You're
I just-
probably correct.
I just
but
remember being super creeped out by it, and then as
Yeah.
AI has gotten further and further, and
You're
more
like,
appliances are AI, I'm just
"Hmm."
like, has nobody watched Smart House?
Yeah, has nobody seen
Like,
how this turns out
there's-
exactly?
There's been warning in film.
They did
cinematic.
another one recently, right? And it was something creepy
Probably.
like that. So,
They've run
I
out
mean,
of
they've done,
ideas.
yeah, they've run out of everything's just a redo. I used to watch like black and white movies when I was young.
Nice.
I was that kid. Anthony says I eat old-fashioned candy.
Like Necco wafers or something?
That's fucking disgusting. No, I eat circus peanuts.
That's also kind of disgusting.
I know. I love circus peanuts.
I don't think I've ever actually tried one. They look like orange squishy foam.
They're delicious. I love.
Do they taste like peanut?
No. Okay. Well, since we are on a podcast, let me let you understand something. Circus peanuts are made in one room in the entire world.
Ooh.
There's only one room in the entire world that's specifically made temperature-wise and pressure-wise to make circus peanuts. One of the most disgusting things, I think, are bananas. I don't like to eat bananas.
I love bananas.
I'd probably eat one, like before if I drank, I would eat one banana and like 2 Advil, like to not get a hangover or something. But it was very, very, very far in between. I buy them all the time because my kids eat them like blah, 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 but I hate bananas. I don't mind the flavor. I like a banana bread all day. Okay. I do not like the texture of a banana. I think it's like the most disgusting thing. Oh, it creeps me out. But I recently found out that the flavor of circus peanuts is fucking banana.
That shit is bananas.
Bananas. Okay. I also love Boston beans. I love me a Werther. I love
Werthers are great.
Werthers are fine. That's an old man. Remember the cute ass commercial, and it would be the grandpa, and he'd be like, "Grandpa, do you have a candy or whatever?" And he would give him the Werther's original, and it
Yeah.
was such a grandpa candy. God, that was great marketing. That right there made me want to just be in marketing because like that grandpa sold us all that candy for life.
I feel like marketing has definitely gone downhill, but I'm hoping Gen Z brings it back up. They seem like
Yeah.
they have the creativity to do it, but some of the recent commercials I've seen have been quite hard to
And
watch.
stupid. I will watch a commercial and go, God, who's in charge of this, Anthony? Who's in charge of this? I could have done this so much better. I find marketing, I would have excelled in marketing for sure. I like the idea of what can I do to make this person feel this way to buy this for the rest of their life.
If I could create a job, it would be to be somebody who gets to do like kind of like a proofread, like a final check of marketing. So I can be like,
Yes.
no, that's dumb. Like if you take things really literally or something,
Yes.
this is why that is the dumbest
Yes.
thing ever.
Yes. And I do think I have like a speck of autism for sure, you know? I don't like say that lightly because I know like people are hella autistic.
Hey.
But but I mean I'm it's a spectrum, right? And I'm for sure like teetering hard.
Probably won't
You know,
get along.
100%. But sometimes like as I've gotten older, I realize that I take things like literal, like a lot
Like
of
a kleptomania.
That's funny.
Because they take things literally.
Mine now. I love that so much. But like, so I realized like that's how I got my feelings hurt, or that's why I would get confused, or that's why I would get like wait, what? Or and not be able to put the right emotion with things. And maybe that's, I think, like why I got my feelings hurt so much as a kid, a teenager, all these things, relationships, was because I took things so like literally. I'm trying not to say that word on this podcast anymore. I say literally like 300 times on the first one, so I don't say it anymore. But look at us, full circle right back. But so sometimes I take things like too literally, and I have to like be like, I don't think that's what that meant. You know, calm down.
100%. And you've never been diagnosed with anything like ADHD?
I okay. So, I do we know about the GATE program? We're going back to GATE, bro. Okay, so the GATE program, Gifted and Talented Education.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, when they stole us and put us in these crazy rooms.
Yes.
So, why do you sound far away? Talk again?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so everything's like, okay, so my childhood was whack, bruh. But I used to, like we were talking about on here a little bit, I did go to the GATE program, and I only say this now because a lot of like my healthcare and all this stuff doesn't make sense to me. They would like I would get like major migraines and headaches and stuff as a little kid, and also I had trauma. So like now I think, okay, I probably was just like my little kid brain was like putting trauma, like didn't know how to handle stress and was getting migraines and stuff. But I had this doctor and he took me in a room and he put me on all these things and would like try and
I don't have
test.
to hand you a teddy bear right now to.
Oh hell no. No. I'm at peace with my demons. I'm all good. Like no. I
No,
find
like
it
Can
fascinating.
you show us on the bear where the man touched you?
I don't remember it though.
Oh.
So I don't remember him touching me, but like 100% vibes. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, well, actually, he was okay. So he was my pediatrician and he was a fucking weirdo. We had this one pediatrician at first, and then he passed away. And I remember like really good thoughts about him. He was like an old man. He reminded me of like the old man in Punky Brewster who adopts her. Like he kind of looked like that, but like older. Anyway, good vibes, whatever. And so I think he passed away when I was like 5. So I remember a fucking pediatrician, bro, from being younger than that. Why was I going to pediatrician like this? Why was I remembering this? Fucking weird. Anyway, he dies. This guy takes over. And I remember he would like want to take our temperature and we'd have to like lay flat, bruh. So like he was a freak. I didn't get it. I didn't like it. And so I would start going, yes. And I'd be like, I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not going. And she'd have to drag me there because I'd be like, I'm not fucking going. But I was getting all these crazy migraines and shit. What did you ask me? Oh yeah. If I was ever diagnosed, does this count?
I was gonna say if I was certified,
did that count as a diagnosis? Okay. So anyway, I had all kinds of weird shit like that. But I don't know if I was diagnosed with anything. But I definitely was ADHD as fuck. Like I 100%, not even like, oh, I'm like on Instagram and I talk a lot and I think I have ADHD. No, I like couldn't focus. I was hella smart. I would like get real stressed. I'd get headaches. I would lose thought, like obviously like this.
where to go?
I would have to interrupt people constantly. I still do it. I try, but I know for a fact, like, I mean, it's pretty obvious, you know, just run the tapes. It's pretty obvious. But the autism one, I've gotten more curious as I've gotten older, just of situational things and yeah, go.
And it's only been studied in women more recently.
Mm-hmm.
Women have notoriously been excluded from medical trials. I believe it was the year I think the year
2022.
No, the year I was born. So
Okay.
like 93 is when women started actually being included in medical trials.
That's so fucking crazy.
Like it was like early 2000s where they added a standard for a woman crash test dummy. all cars were tested with the standard American, which was like a 6 foot, 160-pound man.
Of course.
They didn't have any crash test dummies for children. It was just men that they were worried about.
Because men drive.
But also,
women don't drive. They're at home.
there's just so much more stigma for little girls having learning disabilities. Little girls are much more likely to just be scolded about it, to just fit in, to...
And I can definitely feel like I masked a lot. Like, you know, like I just learned how to...
attempt to fit in.
I mean, I dressed up as fucking Peter Pan and I thought it was so cool. And I was like living the life. And then I realized that's crazy. But, you know, just like... yeah. And I talk about it on here too, like, I'm from the hood. But like, it wasn't even cool to be like smart anyway. Well, like, okay, I talk shit a lot about like where I came from. Like, it was like, I did have a group of friends. It was cool to be smartest. Like, it was cool to be like, oh yeah, we're fucking hella smart and we're doing this stuff and we're like the top. But the older you got, it was like, you're just doing other things. So like the more academic you were a freak, you know?
Who was spending too much time with school and not enough time for sports or socialize.
Exactly. And so just like growing up, it was harder to, like I wanted to still learn and do school. So I don't know. I could have just been like this. I don't fucking know, but we're
just
trying
born
to
this way.
Anyways, let's go back to Disneyland. We already know I'm fucked up, whatever.
Yeah, elementary school had me pegged pretty early on.
Pegged?
No, not like that, really.
Take it back.
Yeah, no, I mean for autism.
Do you need the teddy bear?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Oh my God. Being autistic, that was
I think it was like second
dope.
or third grade that they told my parents, they're like, yeah, this one ain't right.
Yeah.
And then my mom didn't like the word autism. So we went to a psychologist who I saw for a couple months. And then I got the diagnosis of ADHD, which is, in my opinion, autism light.
Autism light. Nice.
Yeah. And then
I do feel like they go hand in hand-ish.
Oh, there's so much overlap. It's like a Venn diagram kind of situation. Yeah. But then as an adult, I took an online autism assessment. And then over the next like week or so, I would think about the questions and be like, oh, that's what the question was asking. And then I took it again and it's like, it's the RADS, I think is what the test is. And it's anywhere from like 0 to 65 is not autistic, and the number goes up to like 220 or something.
Yeah, and you were 362.
165 or something like that. And it's just like the scoring was basically like, there's no way we don't have the autism.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I kind of wish my parents would have kept the word, because I remember crying to my mom in high school that I didn't know how to make friends.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know how to handle this. I didn't think I'd have to teach you how to make friends. And I'm like, but how do you make friends? Like, I still don't know. Nobody gave me the like layout. Like nobody gave me the steps for that.
Well, I do believe like society's getting more and more fucked up and weird. And okay, those are good words here, so don't get it twisted. But I feel like more people are getting like autistic or being born autistic and like AD, or we're just like realizing it, right? We're just knowing that
the population keeps growing,
right?
So even if it's still only like
and the ratio is higher or whatever, So they're finding their people, and then social media highlights, like I feel like if you're autistic, you shine on the social media, So Instagram is helping like kids not feel alone, and I don't know. I just think it's so fucking cool to be weird and not be like people.
I mean, there is still a little caveat to that. If you're not what society would consider attractive, you are
Fuck
going.
them.
The internet's still just full
Fuck
of
the internet.
horrible people.
No, but the internet also knows they fucking suck, bro. Nobody cares about Kim Kardashian. No one cares about fake face or big lips. That shit's fucking weird, bro. And stop doing GLPs. It's crazy. You're freezing your gut, my guy. You're freezing your gut and your body's gonna break down.
Have you seen
I kind of want to do it though, but I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna do
the
it.
older lady who works in the same position as I do? Have you ever
I haven't seen her. No.
Oh, she's really not big, and she's all like, "Oh, I just started in like
Everyone.
Ozempic," and
Everybody.
it's just like you don't know the long-term effects.
Yeah, we
Like
don't
you're
even know
willing
what
to
it
just
is,
you're
bro.
willing to just bet to
Bruh, it
an attempt to-
freezes your gut. I don't think that's how your body's supposed to work. Like, just go walking. Just walk. Okay, not even. Okay, like, if you feel overweight, like, this is probably the most overweight I've ever been. I don't give a fuck, bro, okay? Everything's gonna be fine. I'm dealing with hormones right now because my age, like, I'm just dealing with, I'm trying to, like, learn how to level out my body. This is natural. This is what your body does. I'm not going to have society tell me that I need to like get on GLPs and get all sucked up. For what? For what though? Like, you know what I mean? Like literally, what are you doing this for?
And
it's weird.
It's impossible to really get to where, Instagram says that a woman should be like,
Yeah.
We have organs. Like,
yeah.
Unless we get rid of organs or bones or something, great majority of us
get rid of your bones.
No, like women, like some have gotten like ribs removed to achieve like that hourglass, and it's just like, and then guys will be like, "Oh, she's so, well, not all guys. Those certain guys will be like, "Oh, she's so pretty," and it's just like.
But why do you want someone anyway like that? Why do you want any kind of person who like thinks? If that's the case, you're always going to be looking for something that's unachievable, and that man or person is always going to want like something trendy, fake, not real. Like it's so dumb. Oh my God. Riot in the streets. Riot in the streets set everything on fire. Okay, start with the GLPs. It's freaking crazy. I get some people need it because they're diabetic.
Yeah, and that's what, maybe 1% of people taking it?
I get the medically related people who need to do it or are extremely overweight and, I still don't know if that's the right way though. I just don't know what the other stuff is that you're trading it for. It's a deal with the devil, homie. It's a deal with the devil.
A bit more invasive, but like gastric banding seems a lot safer because you're not putting chemicals that you don't know what are going to do in the long
run.
Bro,
I think it's some type of like glue-ish vibe.
Who knows?
I think it's
Did you ever watch Doctor Who?
Yeah.
It's like the adipose
episode. Original, like the original.
Oh, no, the newer. I think
the new one?
Did I watch like
Doctor Who?
9 or 10, so not the black and white.
No, yeah, but the show, the BBC show. I love the BBC.
The BBC's great.
That's where you should get your news.
Yeah.
BBC. I love it. I love just tuning in and being like, this is the BBC. It is 12:03 at the BBC. Today, the United Nations. I love it.
I've been watching Call the Midwife lately. And
I've seen it. I haven't seen it, but I've whatever.
Girlie, I'm like 12 seasons deep at this
point. Okay. You know what? I couldn't get past episode 1, but if you vibe, I will believe you and I'll push through.
I mean, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Just what you vibe with.
I'm kind of a violent person. I'm watching I'm watching Animal Kingdom right now.
I don't know.
It's a mom and she has like 4 sons-ish. One's a grandson, one other one died. Anyway, and they just do like robberies and heists and stuff. But they live in Oceanside, California. I like Peaky Blinders shit. Like I like that kind of stuff. I like to like go there in my mind so I can just release all the
For sure.
stuff.
I unfortunately live with my family, my mom and my brother, and it's programming that I watched with my mother. I just recently watched all available that I could of Evil Lives Here.
No.
You've never heard of it?
Is it scary? It sounds scary.
No. It's family members of people who were like murderers and serial killers.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and it's
It's
so
like Snap,
fascinating.
but not wives. It's just like whoever is in that house and goes
Yeah, like
fucking crazy.
siblings of the person where it's just like, you know, when growing up, I didn't notice it, but there had been signs, and then just goes on to.
And then they tell the story, the most obvious murder story in the world. And you're like, you didn't notice that?
I mean, there's a wanting to be in denial about it being like a family or loved one. Like,
did you ever see the movie Kevin?
I don't think so.
Or it's not called. It's like Kevin. I think it might just be like It's Kevin or Kevin's Here or whatever, and it's literally like kind of flashbacks and the aftermath of this kid doing a mass murder at a school, and the mom having to like
the like ripple effect of it.
Yeah, but like her being in denial kind of, and like how evil he is, and then but it's a very, very, it is Tilda Swinton. I have talked about it on here one other time, and I was like, I don't know if it was her. It was Tilda Swinton. Fuck. Now I'm doubting myself again. This is exactly what I did last time. Anyway, it's just like cinematically, it's a great movie. It's like so like not a ton of script. Yeah, there's words and stuff, but it's very like emotionally like storytelling from faces, storytelling from just not language, from like body movements and so it's just so good. It's like horrific. The storyline is horrific, but it's definitely up there for like, I would say like top 20 of greatest films. Yeah, come at me, bro. I don't give a fuck.
You should text it to me so I remember to watch
I will.
it.
Yeah. Especially if you like Evil Lives Here. I feel like that would be like their king. That would be like the show. Like they probably really loved that movie because it won a ton of awards and shit like that. And it was back in the day. It was like, I feel like 15, 20 years ago. I used to work at an independent film theater, and I would build the movies and stuff. And I believe that's where I saw that, because it wouldn't have been something I just picked. Maybe. But I think that's where I saw it. And I feel like that person probably watched that and was like, oh, let me make this show of like all these people who end up doing crazy shit. Anyway, what were you saying? God, I have fucking ADHD.
At some point, we were going to start Disney, but then we got sidetracked.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where exactly.
We were talking about your mom and watching old, like, shows with your family.
Oh.
But that's what we're talking about.
Growing up, one of my favorite shows was I Dream of Jeannie.
Yes!
And trust me, when I met Barbara Eden, I did cry.
Where did you meet her? At Disneyland?
At Comic-Con.
Oh my God. You know what? I met Doris Day and I lost my shit and I was like 11. Because I would watch old movies with Doris Day in it.
I have a picture of me with Barbara Eden, and because I'm unfortunately pale, my face is so red in it. You can just see that I'm.
Oh my God, you have so many pictures you have to send us to post. How old was she when she was like, did she like know what was going on?
I turned 21 at Comic-Con, so this was 12 years ago.
Was she like aware that she was still Barbara?
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to say
was she like hot? Was she still pretty?
Dude, she got back in the costume at 83. Like, it's just like that confidence alone is hot.
Yes, master.
Right? Do her little, yeah.
Yes, master. I love her. I actually dyed my hair red
in 3rd grade for Halloween.
I did too, but not her. It was a Genie, but it was fully like her outfit.
Yeah, I had the pink outfit with a little hat, a little, drop down veil thing.
And mine was like, I wore like these booty shorts underneath like the sheer things. And I probably shouldn't have worn that one either. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking back now. I made some mistakes. But I'm just surprised because
it was a pre-made costume, and I feel like we had just gotten it at like Kmart or something.
And it was so cute.
And like, so how old are you when you're in 3rd grade? Like
8.
8? So that was in
I was the younger side, though,
2001
so
that
maybe
it
8 or
was
9.
Genie for My Dream of Genie costumes at Kmart, which just
Well,
seems so weird. Like, did it make a comeback at that point? I've like haven't seen one since.
2001?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the year that I did it.
Yeah, that is weird.
I can find a
Was
picture
it
of me in
actually
that
her,
costume.
or was it just a pink genie and you assumed it was
Oh,
her?
no, like it had like the belt to
Okay,
it.
it
It
was
had the
her.
top.
It
I
was her.
had bare midriff showing. Should I
At
have?
8? That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't think I should have worn that. Now that I look back, I don't think I should have gone to school in that outfit.
Yeah,
But I had no idea. I was just being a genie. That was cute.
for sure.
And I did the whole hair
Yeah,
here with the wrap.
with the braid. Yeah,
Mhm.
just super fun.
Oh, I loved her. I used to, maybe it was like a whole thing because but I'm older than you, like 10 years older than you. I used to, again, get sick and stay home
Oh,
for
dude, I
weeks
was
at a
sick all the
time.
time. Yeah,
For weeks at a time. And I would watch Nick at Night all day long.
Nick at Night during the day.
Yes, because by that time, it would just run. It would run like all the time. And like Coach would be on all the time. It was weird. It was like, maybe it was Nick at Night, but but it, because before it would be Nick at Night, those were only on like I Love Lucy, I Dream of Jeannie, what was the other one? Mary Tyler Moore Show. Like all those were like Nick at Night. But at some point it like made their own, it like broke off and it would be all day long, it would be running. And I would just watch it all day.
I don't think we got that channel.
We stole all of our cable,
Nice.
so it was probably a good channel.
Yeah.
Or what they would do is they would do free channels for like a week, and you would get a like Disney Channel free. That's how we would watch Disney Channel. It would come on and you get it free, so your kid would get hooked on it and then be
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
screaming, "I want the Disney Channel!" Oh, I had Disney Channel when it was like, dude, you guys, these kids will never know. It was, dude, the Mickey Mouse Club was fucking sick. MICKYMOUSE.
Goes hard.
And Kids Incorporated. Did you know about Kids Incorporated? Kids Incorporated. K-I. Anyway, we can't sing too
Feels
much
like a
'cause
fever dream, but
it's YouTube. But that's where like Jennifer Love Hewitt was on that show. And they were like, it was weird. It was like these kids who would just like, they worked at this like company and they would like perform at night. And then daytime they'd have all these issues they had to work out with each other and stuff. And they were just like these, like, it was like theater kids, but for a show. They were just like, they would do like full ass concert shows at night. Didn't
Nice.
make sense, but we thought it was cool.
I mean, there's so many things of like our childhood
That
eras
didn't
that
make sense.
you just can't really question too much.
Oh my God. It's weird. Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Okay, so when did you start working there?
2013. I did the
How old were you?
Disney college
You
program.
were
So
10? You were 20. You were 20. 7. You were 20.
I was,
Yeah.
yeah. It was, so I was 19 because it was January
Okay.
of 2013. It was for the college program, which is now defunct in California. which is-
What Disneyland college program were you in?
it's an accredited college program through, well, it was through some accreditation board, and they had either you could do your own housing if you were local, or you could do Disney housing, which is what I did. They had this 4-story apartment building like 2 miles from Disneyland, and it was like, usually I think most of them were 2-bedroom with like 2 to 3 people in them.
It sounds sketch, kind of like slave work.
No, it does almost kind of sound sketch with the way I'm describing it. No, it was honestly great. One of my favorite experiences. Part of me wants to go back to working for Disney. Some of the best friends I've made have been while I was working at Disney.
It sounds like positive, fun ass, magical people
Honestly, the
who
management.
smoke cigarettes on their break.
Yeah. There's something I'll tell you,
Okay.
not on recording.
That's okay. I love
He
that.
probably doesn't work there anymore. So, and I don't
Secrets.
remember his name, so I don't. You know what? I'll
You
just
have to say it.
So with the college program, you had just a normal hourly job at the park, and you took courses. I took a marketing U and a professional development course, and then I got my master's degree.
Oh my God. Okay, first of all, that is sick.
I was given it to me by Mickey and Goofy in graduation gown and cap, and I got a graduation hat that had Mickey ears on it.
Shut up.
Oh,
This is
super cute.
sick.
Like, I got like a little like certificate that says my Mouseketeer's degree.
Okay, wait. What does a Mouseketeer's degree include?
Oh no, it's just saying that I completed the program, that I like recommended for a certain amount of college credits through a certain accreditation, but just like their own little thing, like you completed this certification kind of thing. But
That's
they just called
awesome.
it their master's degree.
Oh my
But
God. I
like
love this.
my job was the furthest from glamorous. I was quick service food and beverage. I was a busser/steward, so I was a dishwasher.
Okay.
And I enjoyed my job. Honestly, my managers were great. Best managers I've had at any job. And even though it was just like washing dishes, there was a lot of fun people who worked there. And then when I was bussing tables, I was in New Orleans Square. So I was working the French Market,
Oh my
Royal Street Veranda, and Harbor Valley, which I know isn't New Orleans. But
We're going to New Orleans next month. I'm excited. We'll talk about it. Keep going.
When I was working French Market, if it was a night shift, there was a certain lead that I had named Matt, and he would have me stand with him to watch the last bit of Fantasmic for both shows every night.
Did he love you?
No, well, he was one of those kind of sassy mean gays.
Oh, okay. Even better.
Where you're like, okay, I don't love how mean you're being to me,
Yeah.
but I can also see that like you love me and you're here.
Yeah.
Like, no, he was great, honestly.
If he's standing with you, then it's a vibe.
Yeah.
You did something right.
It was super fun. And I had only worked at Applebee's before working at Disneyland. Some of the worst management. I mean, I liked one of my managers, but
those kind of jobs, literally, if you can do those kind of jobs, like I had a couple like that, once you've done those, you can do anything in the world.
Honestly. But like I had a manager at Applebee's who called me Mel, of course.
Bitch! That's not her name!
And there was one time that I had called out sick, and while I was in fact lying, she did not know that. And I had called at like 8 a.m. and told her I wasn't feeling good. I had in fact texted coworkers to try and get the shift covered, but I was going to Disneyland.
I love that you're mad and you were like, I was lying.
Well, I'll be honest, I was lying.
To be truthful.
I was at plane, but I was going to Disneyland.
I just want you to notice the cup that I got for her.
And I've drank all my coffee.
Yeah. I'm yacked right now for sure.
She had, I think we had driven down to Anaheim. We had checked into the hotel and I had taken a nap because we were there for Mickey's Halloween party. And with my pass, I couldn't get in until like 4 p.m.
Hey, want to come to my Halloween party?
Honestly,
I hope you have a great time.
I did. But like I had fallen asleep and she had called me and left this voicemail telling me that I was immature and childish and like all these horrible things.
As you were at Mickey's party, bitch.
And for all she knew, I was sick.
Yes.
I hadn't told any coworker. There was literally no way she would know where I was. And this was like,
so she was just
I was
psychotic.
17. So this was like 20, like,
and 11, she's 45 and pissed.
Yes.
Crazy.
And she was one of those managers who liked the employees who brought her Starbucks. So one of those ones who straight up took bribes.
Weird.
Yeah. And like, she was mean to me.
Wait, is this this is the Applebee lady? Of course, bro.
I was a trainer for every position that I worked at Applebee's.
Dude, those kind of managers at like those kind of places they have to be like decrepit people because like they're not going to get through it. Like that is a tedious job. They're managing children. Like, you know what I mean? It's like crazy.
There was one cool manager and you could tell it was taking a toll on him. He was always tired.
Yeah, they don't last.
No, I hope he's doing well.
Because you kind of have to be evil to do that job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the nice manager was also the only one who would like jump in the kitchen and cook or jump behind the bar and make drinks.
But you have to be evil to be like, no, you can't go to your mother's birthday party.
Yeah.
No, you can't go to your grandpa's funeral. Like you have to be evil to have that position.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, I believe you. Ugh. So anyways, so now you're a Mouseketeer.
No, I wish. I have my Mouseketeer's degree.
Oh, Mouseketeer. Wait, what's a Mouseketeer? Is just on the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. They
Just
had the
kidding.
cute outfits.
Oh my God. What's her name? Anyway, what is it?
Annette?
Annette. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I thought about Annette. Okay, so you go in, you're a busser or whatever, and you're just living your best life.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
That thing that I was like, oh, he probably doesn't work there anymore. I was too naive to understand what was going on. And this guy had a little pocket thing of mouthwash, which he would swish and then swallow.
Yeah, he was getting drunk.
I didn't realize that at the time. It was like a couple years later that somebody was like, he was an alcoholic. And I was like, oh, I just thought he was disgusting and drank mouthwash.
I sit in bed sometimes and think about things and they pop up and I realize how naive I was. And I go, oh shit.
That's how I feel about song lyrics of songs that, have been around since like the 60s that I've heard my entire life, that I'll be like, oh, that's a drug reference. And my brother will be like, you just now realized that? I'm like, I mean, honestly,
I
like
was just
Puff
trying
the
to...
Magic Dragon, I, until like this week, thought the lyric was sealing wax. Like the ceiling, C-E-I-L, like sealing, not sealing, like sealing an envelope.
Yeah.
I watched a video about sealing wax and I was like, oh, that's what the song meant.
Sealing wax videos seem like, I feel like I would enjoy that.
It's like power washing videos.
One of my favorite videos ever made was on, I think it was Mr. Rogers, and they go to the Crayola factory. I've had shout out Africa, shout out Ashley. I've had multiple dinner fights about this because where I came from, well, I don't know if it's where I came from, but I say crown. Like, can you
like crayon?
Okay. Okay, lady.
No, I had a friend who
yes.
lived down the street from me and he pronounced it that way too.
Yeah, can you pass me the blue crown? I need a crown because I want to color.
And my brain is just like, I wear a crown.
Yes, 100%. And they were like, no, it's a crayon. And I was like, that's fucking crazy if you're 8 going around. Can I have the crayon? Can you hand me that crayon? No, it was a crown. And then so we got in this whole debate, and I've watched many videos now about what the world says. So there's crayon, crown, and a crayon.
Oh, like a cranberry.
I think crayon's more like East Coast, like they say crayon, which I would rather someone say, can you give me that crayon, than say, can you give me a crayon? Crayon is so crazy to me.
I mean, but that's how it's spelled.
100% it's correct.
Yeah.
But it's just like so many syllables. So anyways, I think crown is like the 100% way you should say it. I know I'm wrong. I mean, but I'm only wrong to a percentage of people. So
I prefer colored pencils. So I just
perfect.
Don't need to say the word.
Perfect. I love that. Why was I talking about crowns though?
Because you like the red color because it tastes the best.
Yes, exactly. And it's actually, I think pink would probably taste better.
I personally feel like it would be blue.
Well, if we're gonna get down to it, which would taste the best? Yeah, I'm still gonna stick with pink.
Yeah, I had this,
and it's only because I'm thinking of Starburst
toy thing that
rayon.
You took your broken up crayons.
Oh yeah.
You lined it up, and it had the light bulb, and it would melt them.
Yes,
so you could make like swirl ones.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, the amount that I made, I would break.
That's crayons. Rich kid shit. That's
I
rich
think
kid
I got
shit.
it secondhand from the thrift store. Like
I love it. Yeah. Now everything's thrift store. I love that. Yeah. Everything in this house is mostly from a thrift store, unless it was like specifically because I couldn't find it at a thrift store. But what was I gonna say? One of the best videos I've ever watched is them at a factory making crowns, making crayons, and
And you sure it wasn't an episode of How It's Made?
No. It's definitely Mr. Rogers. I thought for a while it might have been Reading Rainbow, but it's Mr. Rogers. Go watch it. It's so like, oh God, it brings me so much joy to just sit and watch crowns being made.
Do you have Netflix?
Hell yeah, I got them. I got everything.
Have you watched the Mr. Rogers documentary that's on there?
Yeah.
Okay. It makes me cry.
Yeah, it was okay for me.
Just with how he addressed the topics that were pertinent at the time.
Yeah.
And just
I love Mr. Rogers.
His
like he was one of my favorite people. I feel like
I was a PBS child growing up, so 100%. I watched a lot of Mr. Rogers.
Did you love Anna Green Gables? Because she had red hair.
I mean, I was a towhead growing up. So I was very
White or
blonde.
blonde?
Yeah, well, I've always been white. I basically glow in the dark.
I didn't mean white. I meant like your hair was so blonde. It was white. We know you're white.
Well,
That's
I mean, in a
funny.
podcast,
I
I might
bet-
not, but I think from my voice, you could
A
probably
lot of
tell.
people watch the YouTube, but yeah, I'm dead right now. From my voice, you could tell. That's crazy.
I mean, I have had people ask where my
Oh,
accent's
yeah,
from
done.
in California. Like, it happens maybe like once a year. I'll just be like, I'm from right here. Like, I've lived my whole life in Santa Cruz.
You can. I see what they're saying though, because you can give a little twang a little bit sometimes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Do you live in Kentucky?
No.
No. Okay, just kidding.
Close.
Okay. What was I going to say to you? Damn, I was going to say something. And then you said I'm white, and then I forgot. No, actually, I said
Anna
it.
Green Gables.
Oh yeah, Anna
PBS.
Green Gables. PBS. I feel like saved my life.
Oh, same. Oh, same.
I used to, because I would get hella, so my life was pretty traumatic, and I would be afraid a lot. And when I would get scared sometimes, because we would get like left alone, and I would just like sit. Okay, this sounds so crazy.
Share with the class.
Sometimes when I was like a kid, I would sit in the dark, and I'd have like a knife next to me in case of a burglar or a bad guy would come in, and I would watch Little House on the Prairie.
And
It sounds so
what age do you think you were?
like 8.
Okay.
It sounds so disturbing now, but I was self-regulating by watching Little House on the Prairie. I was giving myself something where I felt safe, but I also knew that it was just a show. So I had a little knifey knife next to me just in case real life came in the door.
For sure.
I'm actually proud of myself. Thank
I
you.
was maybe a little older than that, and it was when my parents decided that I was old enough that I didn't need a babysitter, and my brother being like 3 years older than me, probably like deuced over to a friend's house or something. And I remember just watching like some show about monsters, and like I like got myself freaked out that the Jersey Devil was gonna be here.
First of all, the Jersey Devil is terrifying.
I know, but why'd I think the Jersey Devil was going to make a special trip to California just to visit me?
You don't know what that chupacabra is going to do? That motherfucker could fly basically during the night and wanted to eat children. I'd be scared too.
If it was a repeat occurrence, I would do that kind of shit.
And you would purposely watch it too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Luckily, when I watched Poltergeist was back when I had a babysitter, so that one I didn't watch by myself.
I've seen all kinds of scary stuff, but I feel like it was always like accidental or forced. But like, I was not about that. I still don't like scary movies. I feel the terror arise in my stomach, and I won't be able to pee by myself. Like, I literally can't do it. I hate it. It's just terrifying.
I have a love-hate relationship with scary movies. Like, I love the adrenaline
I do
rush,
like it, yeah.
but I don't like if it follows me to sleep.
After I watch it, though, I'm just like, fuck yeah, I watched that. And like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
But then I have a hard time living my life for a couple weeks after it until I can forget that it ever happened. We watched, as a family, we watched that movie, not Babadook, but Barbarian.
Oh, okay.
That is the most insane movie I've ever seen in my life. It's terrifying, but it's literally like 4 movies in one. It'll be like this, and then all of a sudden it turns into this, and then it turns into this, and it's crazy. Have you seen it?
No.
You like scary movies?
I do.
Go home and watch that tonight. You're gonna text me. This is the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
There are times where I, like, if the movie is too scary, I will pause and then I will pick it up the next day.
No, do not watch it alone.
Okay.
You can't watch it alone.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Maybe you shouldn't watch it.
Should I come over to watch it?
Oh my God. No, I can never watch it again. Do you Airbnb? Do you Airbnb?
Like, do I rent out?
Yeah. Have you ever like rented an Airbnb on vacation?
It's been a long time.
Okay. If you choose Airbnbs over hotels,
I wouldn't again.
Don't watch this movie.
I wouldn't again. The Airbnb has definitely gone down quite a bit in quality.
Oh yeah.
Since it first started.
People are like not using it.
Yeah. My brother.
Plus they support the genocide, so fuck them.
My brother had to go to the lovely Bakersfield for work, and he was down there for a week. And his work got him an Airbnb that was infested with bugs. Like visible bugs everywhere. And my brother was so pissed. And then
I'm scared.
yeah, coincidentally, their like Chase Bank that they were by was held up at gunpoint. And so he got stuck in
Oh my God.
Bakersfield tinting windows.
Obviously, I mean, still, it's kind of like Bakersfield's fault, I feel a little bit, but Bakersfield's fucking weird. Shout out Bakersfield.
California's asshole.
Like and subscribe, smash that like button or whatever. Okay, wait, so you're working at Disneyland.
This is true.
Okay, so did you just have that job the whole time? Because you were just doing it during school?
Yeah, so I did it for one semester. So that was
Oh, okay.
technically, I think, January to June. And I tried to stay down there. I tried to find roommates. I tried to find
Anaheim's like, where are you gonna go anyway?
Yeah, and it's expensive, and just I did look at some apartments with these two girls that I will tell you more about off the recording.
This is the stuff we want to hear.
It was a horrifying experience. They wanted me to sleep in a closet, basically. It didn't work out, so I went to seasonal with Disney, which means I would go for spring break and winter break. Let's go for like a week for winter break and like a couple months during the summer.
So would you just stay in a hotel and use your whole check?
So you can also skip. Well, at the time you could skip a season, so I skipped a season. So I stayed employed, and I was able to get myself into Disneyland for free while being a seasonal employee.
That's crazy. You got free
admittance. Oh, for myself, I could go in any day I want, and employees have something. Well, at the time it was called a main gate pass. And I could be wrong on the numbers and things could change. But basically, it was a card that reloaded every year. And it had 16 passes, basically. You could only use one pass a day. And one pass could get into up to 3 people. But like if you use it for one person, that's gone. You have to use it for all 3 people right when they get there. So my cousin came and visited and I got him in for free. But it sucks because people you haven't talked to in forever would be like, hey, I heard you work at Disneyland.
Yeah.
So that was kind of annoying, but that is a huge perk to be able to like bring
control
in people.
Bring people in.
Again, all of this could change. I do not work for the company.
Well, it's smart too because it keeps the park full. Like you're letting them in free, but they're still going to spend money
on food and there was a gentleman who worked in engineering and he hopefully is loving retirement. But he had to push back his retirement because once you get to a certain age, you get a pass that you get to keep once you retire. That gets your family in for free.
Disneyland!
So his granddaughters were like, no, you can't retire until you get this pass.
Yeah.
But Richard was one of the nicest guys.
And it's probably like 40 years of service or something crazy.
Like that. Yeah. He
it's
was,
like well earned.
Yeah.
Right?
No, like he had been there for a long time. Like,
oh my God. He's probably like Mickey Mouse grandpa or something. Like they probably think of him as like Disneyland grandpa.
And he was an engineer. So like he showed up when things were broken and he fixed things. So he was basically like an angel.
Yeah.
Like whenever the dishwasher broke, he would be like the one that would come and fix it.
Oh.
It's like, you're saving my life. Thank you, sir.
I love people like that who are just like these quiet background people who are really just like the strength of everything.
He was such a sweetie. And like, he gave me his cell number in case we needed to get like a hold of him. So I still have it in my phone. And occasionally I think about texting, but I don't want to be creepy. And
don't be creepy. Just be like, hey, this is Lanie from Disneyland, the Mouseketeer.
If he has passed, that is something I do not want to know.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah. So I kind of just want to think that he is having a great retirement.
But he was an engineer just working all day. He's healthy, bro. He's living his life.
My dad was an engineer for like 20 years and still got lung cancer and died within a year. So
why did you just do that?
Sorry.
When did he pass away?
2021, April.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He broke his arm in June of 2020, and that's how we found out.
Because they did a scan?
His arm snapped lifting a kayak.
Because of the cancer? Or
Yes,
oh
because
my
his lung
God.
cancer had spread. It was stage
Oh
4
my
with mets
God.
everywhere. Like, he was trying to lift a kayak onto the top of a Volvo, so not like a tall vehicle, and his humerus snapped in half. If you want to see the picture, I have a picture of the X-ray.
So it's lung cancer, but it just spread throughout, and it
Ate away his bones.
ate away his bones.
Yeah. Oh, it
Fucking
went.
cancer, bro, is so like
It's wild.
it's also like fucked up because I feel like they're controlling like the people with it. Like I feel like
There's evidence that dinosaurs had cancer. Yeah, and the bone records. So cancer's not new.
But what is it?
It's just a error in multiplication. It's just with every cell division you have, there's that chance of an error in the coding. And once that error starts copying itself. So when we were at the ER and we got that diagnosis, the ER doc was great. And he said that there is some belief that like taller or bigger people that have more mass have more cells, which
Right.
means there's
Higher chance.
yeah, just if it's still that percentage of a chance,
Right.
if there's more cells, there's more like
percentage. Yeah.
my dad was 6'1", 180 pounds. He used to be pure muscle. He was an Olympian athlete.
What?
Gold and silver medal in the
What?
1972 Summer Olympics.
What?
Yeah, he was on a relay team with Mark Spitz.
What?
Yeah.
Your dad was running.
Swimming.
Swimming. I heard relay and I just assumed he was swimming.
Yeah.
Wait, are you a swimmer?
I enjoy swimming, but I hated being told when to swim growing up, so didn't do that.
What about your brother? Same.
Good swimming, but neither of us wanted to be told.
I love swimming.
And my dad's parents were one of the big driving forces of his. He spent like 40 hours a week in the pool.
So
like,
he wasn't going to do that to you guys.
He didn't love
so he was like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he did 1 year of the Olympics, and then he was just like, okay, that's good. I did that.
No, honey. He won.
Yes.
And then he quit.
Yes. He got his medals.
He got his medals, and then he was like, we good.
Yeah. You weren't at urgent care when I brought the medals in?
No.
Dude, I brought them in and like let people see them. They're heavy. They're not like the medals they make now that just snap apart.
No, I imagine they're just like gnarly.
They're heavy.
Oh my God, that's cool.
Next time I come over, I'll bring them.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bring them to work and I'll run over there. Our schedules are so weird.
I think there's a Thursday that will overlap if you remember.
Yeah, I always remember you. I just don't remember anything when I'm working.
That's fair.
And
then you get busy and you don't check your phone until you get home.
Yeah, people are dying everywhere around me.
How dare they?
Rude.
Super rude.
I'm trying to save lives. Okay, wait. So 2021, that wasn't that long ago, bro.
No.
It was like right before I met you, kind of. Not right before, but right before.
Yeah, like within like a year or two of
So
when I
just
met you.
recently, your whole life changed.
Yeah.
Were you living with your mom when it happened?
No, I actually had a studio apartment in Aptos that I gave up because I was worried about my mom's emotional stability. And her and my brother were living together with my dad, and they both are alcoholics. So they'll straight up admit to being alcoholics.
Okay.
And both of them suffer from mental health issues. And so I was just worried. I'm like, if these two are going to be in a house, just the two of them, just drinking and depressed. Yeah,
who's going to cook dinner? Or make them eat something once a week.
Or, prevent them from spiraling like too far down. Like my mom wasn't eating. Like when he passed away, my mom had married him when she was like 27 and they had been together over 30 years. So more than half of her life, she was with him.
Yeah, like what do you do after that?
That she's a narcissist. So she was just like, I lost my husband. I'm like, well, I lost my dad.
Yeah.
Like I've literally never known a life without him. But I moved back home. But there's dogs there, so.
Yeah. And you're doing something that's good.
Yeah.
My therapist would have said, don't do that, but it's okay.
Oh, everybody. I said, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Anybody who's heard me talk
But sometimes, like, people who don't understand that, it's, like, more stressful sometimes to not be able to be there and manage the chaos and trauma. Just like worrying about it is sometimes more stressful than just being in the stress.
Yeah.
I can ignore that. I can ignore all that. That's
Yeah.
fine. But sometimes just being over here thinking about what's going on over there is way more like stressful.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what you can handle.
So.
And how long do you plan on handling that?
I'm hard to.
Text more.
Like,
Come over.
I'm not handling it.
Like, actually, I'm not.
Yeah, it's super polite of you to think that
To assume that I'm doing great.
It's all a ruse.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, actually, it's not that long ago.
No.
I didn't even know that.
I think
For
about
some
it,
reason,
like,
I thought
daily still.
I knew something had happened, but I thought it was like much earlier.
Yeah.
Not that that makes it, but that was just like 4 minutes ago.
I know. And it was like, the pandemic was still popping at the time. And I was,
Crazy.
working in healthcare. I never, got that break that a lot of people who are non-essential.
Right.
And like, before he passed away when he was super sick, I was so scared to even go over there, like to think that I could bring COVID in. But he didn't, to our knowledge, never got COVID, and it was cancer that he had passed from. Making me really appreciate hospice workers.
Yeah.
Those are such strong people.
For sure.
Like, ugh.
And yeah, they're like the bussers. I say how like the hospitality and healthcare are exactly the same.
Yeah.
And like, the bussers are always doing all that hard work behind and they don't get like enough appreciation.
Basically none.
None.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, you're a busser. But it's like, bro, they're literally doing everything.
Yeah.
And that's how like hospice, CNAs, home care, like all those people are just like the straight up backbone who do the hardest job and get paid the least.
And get very little thanks because usually once people, switch over hospice, their families aren't thinking about the healthcare providers.
They're just going through everything.
Once, hospice is no longer needed, they're definitely, the family members are not thinking about hospice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard. Did he just pass naturally? Was it like horrific? Were you there?
I saw him within the week of him passing, and he was already pretty non-responsive.
Okay.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Okay. The last time I visited him, I did like say, "Hi, Dad," and he opened his eyes and looked over at me, but not with a lot of recognition, but like he was still responding to my voice. And then I was at work, and our lovely nurse practitioner wanted to practice her casting skills, so I had let her practice. She gave me an arm cast, and then I got the call. And then I had to go over to her and I was like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I need you to take this cast off of me." And then I went home. And then I also felt so bad because I was like, I hope this doesn't affect her, like, casting. I hope she doesn't think about this, like, when she casts next time. And then the whole office got, like, 1-800-Flowers sent to me, which was so sweet.
But I believe, like, maybe he wasn't responsive, but, like, they're there.
Oh, yeah. Even when they can't, like, really, like, respond.
Yeah.
And then I got home and he was covered with a blanket, which I am so appreciative that last time I saw my dad's face, he was still alive.
Right.
My uncle forced my cousin to look at my dad.
It's weird.
Yeah, he made her go over there and he took off the blanket.
Oh.
Why?
Why? Yeah, I think that journey should be however that person wants, like however you want to receive that.
Yeah.
My grandmother, when she ended up passing, she had COP, diabetes, breast cancer, all these things led to like the end, but this isn't my dad, this is, you're supposed to have longer, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like my grandmother had a long life, and
my dad ate so healthy. He did yoga in the morning. He was an engineer.
It sounds,
like
the whole thing sounded off guard.
Yeah.
Like, it was not fair,
Yeah.
you know? No, this is just, like, life is not fucking fair.
It was, like, 2 months after he retired that we
Yeah,
found
that's
out
bullshit.
he
You know
didn't
what I mean?
get to enjoy his
He didn't
retirement.
get to enjoy his retirement.
Yeah.
But he did have a motherfucking medal, okay? So put some
True.
respect on
Yeah.
his name. But, you know, when I found out, they were like, she's, like, gone. And I knew I had gone the day before, and I read her, Barbara Streisand's
Yeah.
autobiography. And I remember her telling me, "I'm scared." And I go, "Don't be afraid. Like, if you need to go, just go. Like, we're good. We're okay. Like, just don't worry about us, you know?" And it was very, like, I don't know if she was, like, really getting it, but I know, like, her spirit was getting it, you know?
Yeah.
So I was just saying what I had to say because I was like, I don't know if you're gonna hear me, but, like, wherever you are, you're gonna hear me, you know? And I was like, and she goes, "Don't go, stay." And I regret it. I kinda have, like, regrets now because I think she wanted me to be there when she died.
Yeah.
And I think she knew I was strong enough and she wanted me there. And I was like, "I have to get back because the kids. I will come." And I was just thinking, "I can come tomorrow."
Yeah.
And she died, and I think she was scared and wanted me to be with her.
Yeah.
And so I regret that. I feel fucked up sometimes. Like, I'm like, "Damn, she was telling me that she wanted me there." So that's a little hard, but
I mean, she still loves you.
yeah,
Yes.
100%. And I've just, like, taken that whole so we came back, and she was there, and we kept her, and they were there, and she didn't have a blanket over her, she was just there, and my aunt, who we were gonna buy my grandmother's house, we were gonna pay her reverse mortgage, and everyone was on board with it, so my mom would have somewhere to live, and we could, like, have my grandmother's house. She ended up changing her mind and was like, money evil, you know, but
Yeah.
over my grandmother's body, over her body, she said, "You guys need to help us pay for the funeral," while my grandmother was laying there. And I just
Funeral
looked, and
costs
I was
are
like,
so messed up. The
"What?" And
amount
all
that, like,
her
funerals
insurance was
cost.
paying for it, and we were gonna pay for the rest anyway. We were all fine, we already knew what was going on, but not even that. We were like, "Bruh, my grandmother's laying here." So, it kinda I have some, like, fucked up shit about it, like, where I'm like, "Dude, this is." But I've come to peace where, like, people act weird with death. They act weird.
Everybody processes it
Yeah,
differently.
like, I'm sure she's gonna go I don't know, maybe she's not a good person, but, maybe she'll regret doing that, you know? Maybe your uncle will regret doing that,
No,
but it's not, you know? Some people are just
he's a
bad people.
narcissist. He
Yeah.
won't regret it.
Some people are just, like, they don't think about stuff like that, you know? But I hope your niece can just, like, I don't know, find peace with it, I don't know.
Yeah.
And just think, like, just take it to a place where, like, you know, we're one with the earth, you know, like, she gotta be able to see him, it's okay, that was just a vessel that took him to his next journey, you know, I don't know, I hope she can find peace with that, but I don't know, death is
It's
weird,
definitely not
man.
something I wanna bring up and talk to her about.
Yeah, no, 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 never, no, like, I'm just saying I hope she finds
Oh,
her own,
for sure,
you know,
for sure.
but
Honestly, I hope she's forgotten it.
yeah, for sure. Was she little?
No.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
she's, like, 2 years younger than me.
Oh, okay, so she'll find her peace with it,
Yeah.
hopefully, but does that did that all change your outlook with death and living? Or do you
I
just still
don't
feel like it's unfair and you're kinda pissed a
Oh,
little
it's
bit still?
super unfair. I'll always be pissed at cancer. Cancer's a
Yeah, well, fuck
bitch.
cancer, but
Yeah.
are you mad about death? Are you mad
Um,
about life in
Not
general?
really.
Okay,
I've always been a morbid person.
okay, good.
So, as a child, I prepped myself for this. I always knew they were gonna die. And
But no, but I
I
mean, I
always was
think it
just like, my
is
dad's gonna die of cancer because his mom had cancer. And that's what
um,
she had, like, COPD, emphysema, all
yeah,
that
all
stuff.
of it.
Um, so my mom, both of her parents had passed away before she was 20. Her mom had cancer, and her dad had a complicated relationship with alcohol.
Okay.
And that's what ended up, taking him. I'm not certain the details. I don't know if it was like ketoacidosis, whatever it
Right.
was. But my dad's dad passed away when I was 3, and my dad's mom passed away when I was 5. So, like, I don't think I was old enough to really grasp what death was at the
Right.
time, but then, like, growing up and kind of, like, realizing, like, processing it after the fact, it's like, I feel like before I was 10, I was just like, "That's what my dad's gonna die of." I obviously never knew when it was gonna happen,
Yeah,
but
you're probably you think you're processing, but you're probably just traumatized, and your little
yeah,
brain's going like, okay, that's what happens to
gonna be
adults.
prepped. Yeah,
That's what happens to people.
yeah,
They get this age, and then that happens, and then somewhere you just like became accepting of that. That's
yeah.
bad. I hate that. I hate how our little brains deal with trauma and have to survive. It gets so like when you look back as an adult, you're like, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
No one should be sitting in the dark with a knife watching Little House on the Prairie. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
You know, no one should be going, okay, that's what's going to happen. And then thinking about that like their whole life, you know, about their parent, you know? And then it also coming true. That's like so fucked up. But now you have to break the cycle.
Yeah. I have to not get cancer, is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
100%.
But then ironically, I am a cancer.
She's so annoying, isn't she? My sister
But
is a
also,
cancer.
like, that's
Oh, wait,
the
so you just
worst
had your
horoscope.
birthday?
Yes, like 2
Wait.
weeks ago.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you go to Disneyland?
I was going to, but unfortunately, I had a cracked windshield, which took Safe Flight 3 weeks.
Safe Flight Repair. Safe Flight did it.
Yeah,
Whatever
I
it
thought
is.
from their commercials that it was going to be like a simple replacement, but I guess that simple replacement's for like a 99 Honda Civic, you know, like it's something that
Yeah.
has like a super
Next time, call
generic.
me. There's like a windshield guy in Seaside. He'll do that shit while you're getting gas. He'll pop it
Apparently-
out and pop it in.
With the type of vehicle I have, my windshield itself cost
special.
over $1,000.
That's crazy.
And yeah, so I had like,
Did insurance pay for it?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I had to pay my deductible,
Deductible,
or whatever.
but still cheaper.
But my first appointment to get my windshield replaced was on June 27th. And I didn't get it replaced until July 16th, 15th or 16th.
So did you just have to take off work, or you just
No,
used a
it was
different
just
car?
I just drove around with a cracked windshield. It was just
Oh, okay.
like it was a chip that I didn't realize was going to
expand.
yeah, I didn't realize how fast it was going to go. And so like I had that original appointment.
Because she's driving fast, bumping her music all loud. So it was going zzz, 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 zzz. She bumps really loud.
I cannot deny this.
She would pull up in urgent care and it'd be like just slappers and bangers.
I cannot deny.
Don't be fooled by Lanie's little appearance. She came with straight up bangers to work.
These two is how I have myself up to
She's a little emo gangster in disguise.
You
Well,
never see it coming.
I'm sorry I made you cry.
Oh,
I mean, it's fine. We need to cry, right?
Oh gosh, I cry so easily.
Yeah, I cry pretty easy too.
Yeah. It's
gotta
nice to get it out.
Yeah.
Did you know that there is a chemical difference between tears that you cry from sadness and tears that you cry from cutting onions?
Aww.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, it's super interesting.
That is cool. That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
it does. So
I think crying makes you lose weight. Come here, bear. I think crying makes you lose weight, and you can't tell me it doesn't.
I mean, probably. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. My goodness, somersault.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I hope it was a little therapeutic.
Oh, yeah, it was super fun. I'll definitely do this again if you
You
want
will?
me. Yeah.
Hell yeah. You know, it's been really hard. I kind of got depressed again. I get depressed, guys. Sorry, my bad. But I go up and down.
Oh,
That's
sure.
probably part of the mental illness. But sometimes I get real depressed and I go, oh, what am I doing this for? Like someone will be like, I can't do it or whatever. And I take it really like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Am I doing something that they feel embarrassed by, you know? So then I spiral.
Yeah.
And so I didn't do it last week, but I was also recovering. I had been sick for a hot minute. So I skipped 1 week and I felt like a failure.
Oh, no.
Isn't that weird?
That's so sad.
I know. But I was
Dude, if you lived closer to me, I'd be here like every day.
I know, right? I like hanging out with you. See? Autistic people make friends together. See?
You just trauma dump. That's how it works.
Yeah, you just get a special person and find your other special person. But
And then you get on the short bus together.
yeah. Yes, exactly.
A whiskey?
But I'm thinking about, like, I was like, I need to make a different podcast where I'm just like
Shooting the shit.
or almost just doing it by myself because it's really hard to get people.
Yeah.
Like, I still want to do this as much as anyone will come on and do it. Cause like I really just want to highlight the other person.
Yeah.
But I just realized that not everybody wants to do it. And that's crazy to me.
For sure.
But
Like, I mean, I had a few like reservations, but
yeah, see?
personally, I hate the sound of my voice
Yeah.
recorded.
But I don't
But a
think
lot of people do. So
yeah.
I'm just
and it's not, and I think once everyone does it, they're always so happy. Everyone's so happy that they end up doing it anyway. A kid just came through. That's Stamos. Well, anyways, we're ending it anyway, so whatever. But do you know how to end this? Of course you don't, and of course I didn't tell you in the beginning. I do this every single time. I don't tell anybody. And every single time I have to explain it at the end. Okay.
okay.
God, I keep telling myself I'm going to make a sign and then I can just point to it and I'd be like, that's, what you say.
Is that a whiteboard over there?
Where?
Oh,
No, it's like a piece
it's
of
just a
art.
picture.
Piece of art from Ross, but I got it from Goodwill.
Yeah.
Or a thrift store.
Yeah, I think maybe you should have like either a whiteboard or also maybe like a notepad.
Yeah, I had a notepad, but I kept losing it during the thing. And so I was just like, I'm not going to do a notepad anymore because, and then I just kind of wanted it to feel like more organic.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to feel, Bear, shut up. I didn't want it to feel like I'm like on a talk show. Anyways, multiple people are coming in. Hey, Bear. Okay. Anyway, so like, subscribe, follow, rate, blah, blah, blah. Tell me you love me. Otherwise, I'm just going to quit doing this and I'll start crying.
I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. Let people know.
I'm Lanie, and I'm a special nobody.
Let's go. Nice.